Before the whistle blows and before the crowd cheers, there's something every athlete deserves, and that is safety. Welcome to Safe Sports Media, voice for safe and inclusive sports. Many of us want to become the best in the sport we're in. For me, I'm a former rugby player. I wanted to be like Portia Woodman. But I realized early enough I couldn't run as fast as she can or jump as high as she can. But that didn't stop me from finding a different route. But for other people, they may not have that luxury to just decide they want to pivot. For those of you who may not know, 2026 is an amazing year for young athletes. We're going to have the first ever Youth Olympics to be held on African soil in Dakar, Senegal. And we are going to be dealing with all children under 18 going to this game. But many parents are interested in having their players make it to the national teams, but there's a lot that could happen before a player can qualify. And we need to look at it from a safeguarding lens. How safe are your players as they are training to make it to the national team? What are some of the risks involved in the selection process? And do you know how to ensure your player is not being exploited, regardless of which country you're from? Because at the end of the day, we'd want the best of the best representing the country. But we have such a great pool of players on the continent. How do we select and how do you ensure that that process is fair? Number one, ask your country's governing bodies, do they have systems in place that allow parents, teachers, and students involved to understand what the selection process is like? I know for national Olympics committees, they have requested the federations and the different sports disciplines to submit their selection criteria. And I want to say that is a big plus in this year's selection process and next year as preparation for the Youth Olympics is going on. Everyone wants transparency nowadays in sports. And if in your region you've not seen that, this is the time to actually advocate for it. You need to know if my child is going to take part, how can I ensure that they are the best version of themselves to be able to compete? How do I ensure as a parent that my child is not being exploited financially even when they're selected? Because these are now the next levels that come after selection has happened. So it starts with understanding the selection process. Then after that happens, do you know what the compensation is? Do you know what the support accorded to the players is? Do you know if the environment they're going to be in ensures that they're going to be catered for their food and accommodation, their transport, their kitting, anything that will go into their body that they'll need to consume, all the hours that they need to train? Are they doing it in a way that puts the player first, even as they're competing for the country? Remember, at the end of the day, it's not just a matter of winning. You have to win ethically. Are they being overtrained? Is there likelihood that your child may, yes, they may make the national team, and after that they may never ever want to be part of that sport again? Is that something you want for your child? So as much as you want your child to make it to the national team, which is every parent's dream, remember to ensure that within your country you have looked at their safety protocols. You have looked at what they have in place to protect your child. And if you're a team manager, ensure that if somebody who you've nurtured through your team goes into the national team, they're still being taken care of to the standards you expect. And the only thing you'll allow is if they're being treated better than you do. So remember, we want them to be the best, but they need to be in the best of conditions. As you get ready for the Dakar Youth Olympics, remember to keep the player first in your preparation for those games.